The Q Radio Pets Corner.
With Brandy Dog Food, because they're 100% family. You know you're giving them the best.
Q Radio. Q Radio.
Welcome to Pets Corner with me, Sharon Jennings. Coming up in today's show, we find out how to fight the flab and keep in trim. No, not you, but your pets. And I take Louis the Bichon to one of the only pet-friendly hotels in Northern Ireland.
The Q Radio Pets Corner.
Q Radio.
The current rise in human obesity is being reflected in the animal world as well. And joining me to discuss how to keep our pets slim and trim is Maria Orr, who's a registered veterinary nurse from IV Veterinary Services in Banbridge. You're very welcome, Maria.
Thank you very much, Sharon.
I'm sure you see quite a lot of animals who are suffering from parent indulgence.
In veterinary practice, we're more and more aware of this increasing problem. There's probably about 30% of our patients that come in that are overweight, and that's of great concern. A lot of people aren't aware of how much they're feeding their dogs or their cats, and very few people actually know the weight of their dog or the weight their dog or cat should be. You should be looking at your little feeding guide on the side of the food, and you should be adhering to that guide. And then you've got to factor in the tidbit factor. Exercise, obviously, incredibly important too. People are aware that their animals need exercise, but there are some who don't want to take their dogs out, or they don't want to let them off the lead for a run. Probably a lot of people, they're not aware that what they're doing, killing their animal with kindness. And it's not that we want to make life miserable. It's a lot of fun taking your dogs out and about. To us as veterinary surgeons and veterinary nurses, our concern about obesity is not the appearance of the animal, it's the health concern. It can predispose your pet to arthritis, respiratory disease, heart disease. It shortens their life expectancy. And then there are other things like diabetes and pancreatitis and other illnesses that can come on the back of an animal being overweight. So really it's about trying to nip it in the bud. If they're carrying significant amount of weight, then the best approach is to put them on a prescription diet, which obviously can only be done through veterinary practice, but it is the safest way for the animal to lose weight because it will lose fat, it will lose muscle mass as well.
Well, Maria, thank you very much. Some fantastic advice on how to keep your animal nice and trim and slim and healthy. Maria Orr, thank you very much.
The Q Radio Pets Corner.
With Brandy Dog Food, because they're 100% family.
Remember, Brandy Dog Food has teamed up with Stenaline to give away 50 return crossings to the UK for your car, dog and 4 passengers. Pick up special promotional packs of Brandy and enter at brandydogfood.com or on Facebook.
The Q Radio Pets Corner.
With Brandy Dog Food, because they're 100% family.
I'm on the amazing Antrim coast between Portstewart and Portrush. I'm here with my trusty friend of 13 years, Louis. And the reason we're here is we're visiting a pet-friendly hotel, the Inn on the Coast. It's one of the only pet-friendly hotels in Northern Ireland. And I'm joined by Adele Kennedy, who's the owner. You're very welcome, I'm very welcome to be in your establishment, Adele. It's fabulous. One of the only pet-friendly hotels in Northern Ireland.
It is. We've been here now for, coming up to 18 months, and we decided at the time we opened to make it pet friendly. Well, one of the reasons to give ourselves a unique selling point for the hotel, but also so that I could bring my dog to work every day.
Well, a great excuse. Now, you allocate, I think, about 7 rooms for people who want to bring their pets, and it's a fantastic idea because the nature of our relationship, I think, with dogs has changed dramatically. They're being bred specifically companions, so they've become part of our family.
They are very much so. An awful lot of people do not want to leave their dog behind, so it restricts them very much as to where they can go, what they can do. If they want to take a break away from home, they have to either get the dog looked after or put them into kennels, and that has a lot of problems on both sides. The dog can suffer anxiety, as can the owners as well. I don't like leaving my dog if I'm away. If I'm in the country, I want to have him with me. And Northern Ireland has so much to offer in the way of walking the dog, dog and around the coastline. So there's an awful lot of scope for bringing the dog up north and having the beaches and the forests and the parklands and everything to run around in. It gives people the option of staying at home and enjoying their own country. We're very lucky in that the rooms that we have are ground floor, which gives dogs and dog owners the option of being able to get in and out of the hotel easily with the dog.
Well, I have had a fantastic time here. Louis has had a fantastic time here. And also to say your staff are amazing and have been absolutely wonderful. With Louis, who's an old dog and who's blind and can't hear very well, and they've been so nice to him.
We've been very lucky, actually. The staff here are all pet lovers as well. A lot of them have their own animals, and pets are very welcome, as are families with children. Do offer both to families and dogs the best day we can on the North Coast.
Well, I can't recommend the Inn on the Coast pet-friendly hotel in Northern Ireland highly enough. Thank you very much, Adele, and thank you so much for a fantastic stay.
Pleasure.
The Q Radio Pets Corner.
With Brandy Dog Food, because they're 100% family.